Well, hello, everyone out there in YouTube land. How are all of you out there doing? And how was your Christmas? Well, we had a house full here for the day, and boy, did they tire me out. Now, I hope you all had as great a day as we had, and I hope you got everything that you asked for from Santa. Now, I know I promised you all a video on the channel Manual Mata, and but I'm still waiting to hear back from Texas on some articles there. And Kentucky still has not gotten back to me on the hard-tarred Colton. So those videos will be delayed for a little bit. But I do have a video for you on JC News Now, old Jimmy out of Missouri. And I think you all will like very much. Now, Jimmy has 31 charges total that I could find, including 10 charges which are still open at this time, including 2 felony charges. So, go get yourself some popcorn, pop it up, sit back and relax for the ride, because we're about to board the crazy train of frauditing.
You gonna do? Yeah. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, let's get right into Jimmy's criminal history. Starts out back in March of 1992 when he was charged for driving while revoked out of Shannon, Missouri. He was found guilty, given 180 days in jail that was suspended for 2 years, and he was given 2 years of unsupervised probation along with a $10 court fee. And we go ahead to 5/23/98. He had unknown charges out of Alton, Missouri, which was bound over to circuit court with a preliminary hearing. I believe that's going to be these charges ahead or up above. I'm sorry. Even though the case number changes, I think it's the same charges. Anyways, on October 4th, 1998, he was charged with assault, second degree, a felony. He was found guilty, given 5 years probation, a 120-day shock program, and a $994 fine. Now, his probation was revoked on June 16th, 2003. His probation was revoked, sentenced to 5 years in state prison to run concurrently with his Arkansas prison sentence. And it says here he was released on March 3rd, 2008. So on April 29th, 2002, he picked up 6 felony charges in Pulaski, Arkansas. And what a clusterfuck this case was to look up. He started out with being found guilty of all 6 charges, and he was sentenced to 10 years in state prison with 5 years suspended. So he was going to do 5 years in state prison for all 6 crimes. Now they went back into court, and with a negotiated plea with the prosecutor, which I don't understand if you've already been found guilty of 6 charges, but anyways, they found him guilty of half of them. He pled guilty, negotiated plea to counts 2, 4, and 5, and they ended up NOLA processing counts 1, 3, and 6. So the final sentencing for those 3 crimes was 3 years in state prison with 18 months suspended. So he was going to have to do 1.5 years in prison in Arkansas. There was a 6-month suspension of his driver's license, which is a joke because he was going to be in prison anyways. And somehow he ended up doing all 3 years in prison, as he was not released until September 2nd, 2005, at which time he must have been transferred down to Missouri State Prison, where he ended up staying until 2008. So we go ahead to July 23rd, 2020. He behaved himself for, well, not 18 years, but if he stayed in prison until 2008, would be 12 years. I mean, I looked him up, could not find him anywhere else in the country. Could not find any addresses for him other than in Arkansas and Missouri. So we have to go with he was a good boy for 12 years. But he picked up 3 vehicle charges in Van Buren, Arkansas, fictitious tags, driving a vehicle with no registration or tags were expired, and failed to provide proof of insurance. He was found guilty, given a $470 fine and fees. Go ahead 2 years to June 16th, 2022. He's charged with adult abuse stalking, which was upheld, and an order of protection was served against him by the court. And we're going to go ahead, just 1 week there to 6/21/22. He picks up 3 more adult abuse stalking charges out of Oregon County, Missouri. All 3 were upheld, and orders of protection were served on Jimmy for all 3 cases. Now he comes up with, on June 22nd, 2022, unknown charges for Oregon County. The case was transferred to Ozark County. So I think what happens is when they say unknown charges, they remove the charges from one county and transfer it to the other county, and we'll find them up above here. On August 4th, 2022, unknown charges also out of Oregon County. That case was transferred to Ozark County. Doesn't say why. But let's see, on 12/22/22, he's got a violation of an order of protection for an adult, which was a misdemeanor, and a harassment first degree, a felony charge. So for the violation of the order of protection, he was found guilty, given 9 months in jail that he had already served for waiting for the court dates or for all the court to get done. 3 months SES, which is suspended execution of sentence, and 2 years of unsupervised probation. What a joke. Why are they giving this guy unsupervised probation when he's already proved, without a doubt that he's got to be watched? But anyways, on January 10th, 2024, he violated that probation, or a probation violation was filed against him in court. 2/27/24, a warrant was issued for failure to appear for a hearing on that probation violation. He was arrested a week and a half later, just a week later, on March 6, 2024. He was held without bond, and on 5/9/24, he was sentenced to 90 days in jail for the probation violation, which he had already served waiting for court to get done. Now, down on the harassment first-degree felony charge, he made an Alford plea, which is, I don't know why I wrote pleas, but anyways, Alford plea, he pleads guilty without admitting guilt. 2 years unsupervised probation concurrent with up above. What a joke. SIS is suspended imposition of sentence. He was to complete a complete a substance abuse evaluation and participate in a 120-day program starting on 5/9/24, which he had been sentenced up above to the 90 days in jail. So we go ahead to 8 months to August 11th, 2023. He's got a miscellaneous ordinance violation out of Branson, Missouri, and that is when Jimmy got in trouble for jaywalking. He was found guilty on that and given a $70 fine. And we go ahead to August 23rd, 2023. He picks up 4 charges in Oregon County, Missouri, 2 counts of trespassing, and 1 count of peace disturbance, 1 count of disorderly conduct. All 4 are misdemeanors, and he has a pretrial hearing on January 29th, 2025. And we go ahead to, let's see, 9/21/23. He's charged with failure to produce a driver's license on demand. And on 9/26/23, he was charged with trespassing. Those two cases were put together. And he has a open warrant for those for failure to appear for a hearing. So he has 2 open warrants at the moment, or so it looks. Now on December 4th, 2023, he gets another adult abuse stalking charge, and an order of protection was served on Jimmy as that charge was upheld. Now we go ahead to, let's see, February 2nd, 2024. He's charged with harassment, first degree, a felony out of Ozark County, but that case was transferred to Douglas County, Missouri. And we go ahead, 9 days, he picks up 2 more charges, failure to obey a lawful order, which was a misdemeanor out of Howell County, and disorderly conduct, also out of Howell County, which was misdemeanors. And he has a bench trial for those 2 charges on January 9th, 2025. Now, on March 6th, 2024, harassment first degree felony case out of Douglas County was transferred back to Ozark County. I have no clue why they're playing flip-flop with that charge. And we have on August 19th, 2024, domestic assault second degree, also a felony out of Douglas County, and that charge was transferred back to Ozark, Missouri for some reason. Now, on 10/21/24, he was charged with that domestic assault second degree out of Ozark County, Missouri, and he has a pretrial hearing on January 22nd, 2025. Now, on 10/21/24, when he was charged with that, why didn't they pick up those 2 warrants out of Oregon County? Or maybe them Oregon County warrants are bench warrants only for Oregon County. It doesn't say in the court case, so I can't tell you why they didn't pick them up on those 2. And then we go ahead 2 months to December 12th, 2024. He gets charged with a Child Protection Act and adult abuse stalking. Orders of protection were served on him for both of those out of Howell County, Missouri. They were upheld and he was served protection orders. But again, here's he was in court for these. Why wasn't it caught that he had open warrants in another county? Or again, like I say, they may only be for that specific county. They won't extradite him out of anywhere else. So I've got 3 civil cases for Jimmy. The first one was on August 8th, 2001. A judgment against him by the state of Arkansas for $4,291. And that was for the cost of his incarceration in Arkansas. Now, whether he's paid that, I don't know. It doesn't show. It just shows that he has a court case for that and a judgment. So we go ahead to November 14th, 2002. Patricia sued Jimmy for an uncontested divorce with children, and that was granted. And we go ahead 18 years. Jimmy sues Rena, I'm not sure, for a divorce, and that was also granted. And ladies and gentlemen, that's all I could find for JC News Now and Jimmy's criminal history. So what do you all think? Journalist? Defender of our First Amendment rights? Or like all of the others, just a career criminal unable to get a job, so he instigates, agitates, and harasses to make YouTube money because no one else would hire him? I did want to show you this. Take a look at this photo of Jimmy back in 2010. Look how young he looks. And look at these couple of photos right here from 2024. Good God, time has not been very nice to Jimmy, has it, folks? So, I would like you to please like, share, and subscribe this video, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know how much you like the video and comment down below on what you think of this career criminal. Has been a very, very bad week for law enforcement officers, as 8 more officers have been killed in the line of duty since I last gave the statistic last week, bringing the total number of officers killed in the line of duty to 139 so far in 2024. Now, I did warn you that the holidays are a very hard time of year for everyone, and that is proven by 5 more law enforcement officers taking their own lives in the last week, bringing the total of officers to 104 so far in 2024. Now, both circumstances are very, very sad. But please continue to back the blue like I know you all do. Support your local law enforcement and let them know you care. That's all I have for this video, ladies and gentlemen. So until next time, y'all take care out there.